out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys habits or things you can do in 2022 to almost reset yourself and become the best version of yourself. I think there's around 20 things I have on this list, but yeah, I'm just gonna get started. So the first one is to write yourself a set morning routine and a set night routine that you enjoy. When doing these, make sure that you'll actually do them. Don't make them super unrealistic. When I used to make my morning routines, I used to try and fit everything into like the space of half an hour, or I'd put in this morning routine things I know I wouldn't do, like telling myself I'm going to go for a 5k run at like 5:30 in the morning before school was honestly the most unrealistic thing, and then that would probably just demotivate you to not follow along the morning routine. So make sure the routine is set for you. Like if you're the type of person that works out in the night, don't put a workout in your morning routine just because you see other people do it. Do what you feel like you'll actually do to maximize productivity. My next habit for you guys is to have time limits on social media. I think I have an hour limit, which is quite a lot still, but yeah, sometimes I don't really stick to these, but when I get that little notification saying like your time screen is up, I know I've spent a bit too long on my phone. The next one, which I really recommend you do, is organize your digital life. So find a website or an app that you like. At the moment I love using Notion, and I've made my Notion quite minimalistic because sometimes I add so many things I don't need, I just don't stick to it. But if you'd rather use Notes or any other app that you have, just try and organize it as much as possible because it'll make you feel like more organized within yourself as well. The next thing I would recommend is for you guys to learn how to manage your time and also stay motivated. So for me, a lot of the time in cars and bus journeys, I'm either doing homework or making a thumbnail or just doing little things so that they're out of the way. And especially if you have a busy life, finding little pockets of time where you can squeeze things into really helps with time management. Also the motivation part, you need to find something that will motivate you, like either have a Pinterest board. Some people like to manifest like what their life is going to look like if they keep on this routine, etc. So just find something that motivates you. Next one is to try and move your body as much as you can. You don't have to be productive every single day. I know some days I literally just do nothing and I binge watch a series in bed, but trying to move your body as much as you can, even just as simply as like going for walks, this will just boost your mood. I guess it'll make you feel more productive. The next habit I have for you guys is to journal. For me, I feel like journaling is more about taking time to myself rather than what I'm like actually journaling about. I see some people do really cute journaling. I normally just like journal about my day. If you're the type of person that likes to journal about like their favorite places, their favorite movies, taking that time for yourself every now and then is like really good, and it just gives you time to focus on yourself. My next habit is to set realistic goals. Now this will help some people and this won't help some people. For me, I don't find goals as helpful as I do other things, but I know so many people get their motivation from small goals they can achieve. So make a little goals list that you update every month or every 2 months, every 6 months, and have smaller and also bigger goals if goals help you stay motivated. And then once you've done them, you can tick that off and just feel that feeling of achievement. This next habit is big for me because I have quite a bad spending habit, but if you make money or you're working, then try and keep a finance tracker. I have a finance tracker on my Notion where I log everything I spend and all the income that comes in, because otherwise I just spend way too much, and before I know it, I've spent all the money I've made. So tracking how much you spend and what you spend on is really important, which leads on nicely to my next habit, which is not spending lots of money on micro trends. This was definitely something I did during lockdown, where I'd buy a bunch of things off Cheah or like fast fashion websites. That was only a trend for like a month and I'd wear them like maybe 4 or 5 times. And you may think that it's really cheap, but constantly buying micro trends, which will probably go out within like a month of you buying them, honestly is not worth it. I've just started to learn this, if I'm being honest, because I used to spend so much money on things which I knew I wasn't gonna wear a lot, but I used to think like it's cheap, I might as well buy them. But when you add all those things up, it comes up to like a lot more than you realize. So before buying anything, make sure you actually want it. Okay, the next one I put on here is to meditate every day. Now I think this habit is more about focusing on yourself than actually meditating, and obviously there have been loads of like studies and stuff which have shown meditation is very good for you. But I think it's more about finding like 10 minutes in your busy day to like focus and reflect on yourself, whether you like to like via meditation or whether you just like to sit there and drink like a cup of hot chocolate and think about stuff. That's like up to you. The next one is one that I'm desperately trying to do in 2022 is keeping my room tidy. I plan to do this by at the end of every night just putting away anything that's left on my floor. If you know me, you know my room is like messy 95% of the time. Every time I take pictures, my room always looks a complete mess, and honestly sometimes I can't even work in my room. Like I'll just take all my stuff downstairs and start editing in the kitchen because my room is so messy. I can't work in there. So keeping your room tidy, I would say, is quite like a big thing, especially for me. Then I feel like you're more likely to do stuff. Following on from this, I would say try to develop a workout plan, but a workout plan that is actually realistic. I used to make workout plans and oh my god, I look back at them and I'm like, how did you ever think you were gonna do this? Like it would be like a 2-hour workout where I'd just do so many things every day, and it was just not it. Like I don't think I followed it for a week. So if you make a workout plan, just make it realistic and like for you, because otherwise you just won't follow it and then you'll end up not working out at all. Drinking 2 liters of water a day, or making sure you stay hydrated. If you're someone that just doesn't really get thirsty or you forget to drink water, you could probably set alarms on your phone at like different times of the day to drink water, and although it might make you need to pee like 20 times a day, honestly the benefits of it will weigh out the urgent need to pee. But yeah, just drinking more water in general. The next one I feel like is very important if you procrastinate a lot. So I've put have a self-care routine for when you feel bleh. The only way I can describe this is when you've done nothing all day because you just felt unmotivated or you're just tired, which is totally okay. But then normally for me, I feel so like blah, like at the end of the day. So have a routine that you do at the end of those days. So for me, depending on how I feel, I'd either work out or I'd go have a bath and do some like body care, wash my hair, or even tidying your room if it's very messy. But just a routine or a few things that you can do at the end of that day. A lot of these are routines, but I feel like routines really help me. Having a reset routine for either the end of every week or the end of every month is also quite important to stay on track. I will insert the routines I made for myself that I do at the end of every week and at the end of every month. Honestly, I genuinely don't always stick to these, and most of the time I'm too busy to even remember, but these are the ideal routines I would like to do at the end of every week or the end of every month. The next one is to find a podcast that you enjoy, and when listening to a podcast you don't have to be doing nothing. Like you can be tidying your room or you can be on a walk, but I love listening to podcasts. This is just like a different option if I really can't be bothered to read, and also I actually really enjoy listening to like other people talk. I don't know why, it's kind of a weird concept, but at the same time it's very like relaxing. The next one is reading before bed, or if you're a morning person, maybe reading in the morning. God, I am so bad with reading. I'll read like a book for maybe a week every day and then I'll just forget about it. So making reading a habit is something I'm really going to try to do in the new year. The next one is getting 7+ hours of sleep a night, and sometimes when I like reflect on everything, I'm like, how do you expect me to get 7 hours of sleep a night whilst doing X amount of hours of sport, going to school every day, editing, YouTube? Like there is too much to do in one day to then get 7 hours, and that is where time management comes in, because getting sleep is so important. I know for me, if I don't get enough sleep, I get really emotional and I just cry. And finally, the last thing I have for you guys is to try and live a balanced lifestyle. Whilst all this is very important, you also have to go out, like spend time with friends, be social, because obviously alone time is so good for you. And all these habits I'm telling you, don't become obsessed with them. Obviously try to do as many as you can when you can, but making sure you have that balance is so important to have like a happy well-being. But yeah, those are the habits I have for you guys. I haven't actually counted them. I think there's around 20, but I hope you guys took some inspiration from this video. I love you all so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down any other New Year's resolutions or things you want to do in 2022 below. I love you all very much, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.